Functional location types are used to define the functional location requirements, such as the what and how assets are installed on the functional location. Some examples of functional location types can include office buildings, plants, warehouses, and yards. You can associate asset types, functional location attributes, asset attribute requirements, and maintenance plans on the functional location type. Let's go in and take a look at the system. We'll open up our menu, we'll expand modules, and then select Asset Management. Under this, we'll expand Setup, and then expand Functional Locations, and then we'll select Functional Location Types. First, when establishing your functional location types, you must create a simple default functional location. This is solely used for the purpose of creating new assets. So let's take that step first. At the top, we'll select New, and then we'll type under the functional location type, Default, and then under the name, we'll type Default Location. Under the General Fast tab, I can see that Standard has automatically been populated in my functional location lifecycle model. If I had others that I could choose from, I could select the drop-down menu and choose the model that I want to use. Under the Multiple Assets toggle bar, this is where I can define whether multiple assets can be installed on this functional location type or not. We'll select Yes. Again, we want to keep this easy, so I'm not going to add any more requirements to this. We'll click Save. We have created our default functional location type. Now let's go in and create a functional location type of plant. We'll select New, and we'll type Plant for our functional location type. And then for our name, we'll do the same. We'll just type in Plant. My functional location lifecycle model defaults. We do want multiple assets to be installed on this functional location type. But then under the Update Asset Dimension, this is where I can define whether I want to allow assets that are installed on this functional location to automatically use the financial dimensions already associated to the functional location. We'll select Yes. And then finally, we have the Asset Type drop-down menu. This field is used when you want to automatically create one single asset for the functional location with the same ID and name as the functional location that you're creating. As an example, if you create a functional location such as a building, you can select the asset type that you want to use for the automatically created asset. Since this is just creating one asset for the functional location, I'm going to want to make sure that the multiple assets toggle bar is selected to No. We're going to go ahead and click Save, which then enables me to go in and update the remaining FAST tabs. Under the Asset Types FAST tab, we can define the asset types that can be installed on this functional location type. If no asset types are added here, then all asset types may be installed. If, however, I wish to tighten down or fix the type of assets that can be installed on this functional location type, I can begin adding in asset types. I would select the Add Line button here. If I wish to tighten this down to only allow forklifts, conveyor belts, and machinery to be installed at this site, I can define that here. Moving down to my maintenance plans, if I have a maintenance plan that I want to include, we can select maintenance plans to be automatically set up on new functional locations using this functional location type. The same goes for if I wish to assign asset attribute requirements, permitted types, and attributes. We'll click on Save again. Now when I come up to my General FAST tab, I can see a counter has been established. That I have 3 asset types established under my Asset Types FAST tab. If I had maintenance plans, I would see the number of maintenance plans associated and so on. Also, under the Functional Location box, this will tell me how many functional locations this particular functional location type is associated to.